Здравствуйте. Это Module 3. Welcome to Module 3. Добро пожаловать. Module 3. Module 3 covers chapters 5 and 6, and in these chapters we're going to learn how to talk more about ourselves, not only about what our age is, what our name is, but to spread out into our home life, talk about the kind of house we live in, whether it's an apartment, whether it's a house. You'll notice that most Russians actually live in apartments. Most of them live in larger cities. So they live in big apartment buildings, unless you're really, really wealthy and you're an oligarch, and then you live in one of those kind of mansions that blow away houses that we see in Greenwich, Connecticut. Or there's kind of a suburbs that are being built around Moscow, but that's fairly new. Most people live in apartments, in very large apartment buildings. They also have little country plots they call dacha in the countryside, not too far away, usually anywhere from 1 to 3 hours, so they can get to it easily in the summer, and that's where they grow their vegetables and get some fresh air and get away from the pollution of the city, have some peace and comfort. People like to go mushroom picking in the woods, they like to play the guitar, sing, make shashlik, which is like barbecue out in the middle of the forest, and generally commune with nature, which you can't really do so well in most parts of the urban metropolis in Russia. So, in these chapters, that's what we're going to be talking about, the different rooms in your house, and also what you put in your house, different furnishings. We're also going to be building on grammar. We'll continue with our study of cases and using cases, and now we're going to be learning the plural for the cases, the plural forms. We're also going to be learning about the past tense, so we don't have to just talk about what we're doing now, but we can talk about what we did, where we're coming from. So we're really building up a kind of a rounder view of ourselves as human beings. We'll also learn some useful expressions, kind of, dynamic expressions, so that we can talk about what we have. We'll learn how to say, how to talk about what we actually own, what we possess, and also how to talk about where we're headed, where we're going, what our plans are. In this chapter, because it's sort of the home chapter, we're going to be combining where we're going with what we like to do on the weekends, free time. So we'll talk about where we're going to go, what our plans are for the weekend, for our free time, something about our hobbies. So that's what's planned for Module 3. I also wanted to make a comment on the photograph that I took. This is a photograph of actually a living room in not actually a private home, but in kind of a dormitory for families, which is located at Moscow State University. MGU is how they say it in Russian. Moskovский государственный университет. Universitet. It sounds just like university, which is what it is. Moscow State University. So that's a kind of an interesting room. You'll notice in many Russian living rooms, as in this room, you will find Persian carpet, Central Asian carpet on the floors and also on the walls. It keeps the room warm, and it also is sort of a decorative effect. You'll see that a lot in Central Asia as well. People put very decorative rugs on the walls, and that's something that you find often in Russia. You also find in houses of Russians who have left Russia and who live outside of Russia. Okay, все. Удачи, good luck, и до свидания, до скорого. Until we see each other again really soon. До свидания.